Guys, what if I told you that the last battle of the English Civil Wars was fought not with grand armies, but with the desperate hopes of a royalist leader?
God's teeth have we not parleyed enough these past months?
When I feel like dying, I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make a dollar. That ain't gonna stop me cause my grind.
How did a single confrontation change the course of history? But before we dig in, please subscribe to this channel, guys, because it'll help me so much to create more engaging content for you. And it doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe on YouTube just means you like the channel. That's all. Thank you. Today, we explore the Battle of Winnington Bridge, an event that marked the end of Booth's uprising and the royalist cause in England. This battle was fought on August the 19th, 1659. It was not just a military clash, it was the culmination of years of conflict that shaped the very future of our great nation. To understand the significance of this battle, we need to rewind to the tumultuous years of the English Civil War. The conflict began in 1642, pitting royalists loyal to King Charles I against the parliamentarians of Cromwell's new model army, who advocated for a constitutional government. By the late 1650s, the war had left a deep scar in English society, and the royalist hopes of King Charles began to flicker once more. Now enter Sir George Booth, a charismatic royalist who'd sought to revive the royalist cause. After the fall of the monarchy, Booth rallied support, believing that the time was ripe for resurgence. With a small army, he planned to seize power and restore the king. On that fateful day in August, Booth's forces guarded the bridge itself with skirmishers. Positioned on the approach, the remainder of his forces positioned themselves on the high ground to our north of the River Weather, using its banks as a natural defence, protected by steep slopes with a ditch at the base of the hill itself. They prepared to stand against the approaching parliamentarian forces led by the formidable John Lambert. However, as the battle commenced, Lambert attacked aggressively, pushing back Booth's forces from Hertford behind us to the south to the bridge itself. It quickly became apparent that Booth's forces were not as secure as they believed. Logistical issues plagued their camp. Ammunition was left behind and confusion reigned. The well-coordinated parliamentarian forces, disciplined and experienced, quickly took advantage of this chaos. In a matter of hours, Booth's cavalry was routed, forced to retreat across Winnington Bridge, The brief yet intense confrontation showcased the resolve of Lambert's troops and the fractured state of the royalist cause. Despite minimal casualties, this defeat was significant. It effectively ended the royalist resistance in England, marking a turning point in the ongoing struggle for power between monarchy and Parliament. By the 21st of August, Chester opened its gates to Lambert's forces and without resistance surrendered the city. Liverpool followed shortly afterwards. This effectively ended the royalist uprising, and Cheshire and Lancashire were back in parliamentarian hands. Within the week, thus ending the last chapter of England's civil wars. But what happened to the figures who shaped this conflict? Oliver Cromwell, the leader of the parliamentarians, had a fascinating fate of his own. Initially buried, and with honour, in Westminster Abbey. However, Cromwell's body would later face a rather grim fate after the monarchy was eventually restored. In a dramatic turn of events, Cromwell's body was exhumed and reburied at Tyburn Gallows, a site of public executions. This act was a symbolic gesture by the restored monarchy, a statement that the old regime had in some ways returned. And as for Cromwell's loyal companion, rumours suggest that his dog is buried somewhere near the bridge. Or could it be that his trusted friend lies buried near him? This little detail adds a touch of humanity to a figure often seen through the lens of his political machinations. Today, Winnington Bridge stands as a reminder of a battle that changed the course of English history, a place where the hopes of royalists were clashed or dashed even, and the parliamentarian cause solidified. Guys, if you found this story intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ding that notification bell for more historical deep dives relating to Cheshire and the wider British countryside, to look at how beautiful our country and county played a vital part in shaping our nation. What do you think would have happened if Booth had emerged victorious? Share your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Take care. Stay safe.